VA Home Loan I.E.D. Effective income. My name is Brad Stinson, the Mortgage Marine. Now, one of the biggest I.E.Ds out there that I deal with on the veteran side is what income can I use and what income cannot be used when qualifying for a home loan? Great question. Let's break this down. Okay, lenders like to see effective income. My name is Brad Stinson, the Mortgage Marine. In this episode of VA Home Loan I.E.D, I'm going to be breaking down income. What income can be used and cannot be used when qualifying for a home loan. There's a lot of confusion that surrounds this because income that can be used is considered to be effective income when it's verifiable, it's stable, reliable, and anticipated to continue. So, generally, lenders like to see 2 years. That's the mark in which it becomes stable, verifiable, reliable, anticipated to continue. That's not to say if you haven't been employed for 2 years, you don't qualify. That's not the case at all. Because if you've been employed for less than 2 years, a lender must verify any previous employment, explain any gaps in employment of over 60 days, and the lender must determine that if your past training, your past education, and your past employment has equipped you with the skills related to your current employment. Now, that sounds very difficult. It's actually really not. Especially us vets, because there's very few jobs that you cannot relate. It's very easy. You just actually have to apply just a little bit of extra effort, and we can do it. I'm asked quite often because us vets, we work and work and work. We have a work ethic like cannot be rivaled by anybody else. 40-hour work week, no sweat. I work 20 hours of overtime every week. Why can't you use that? Well, you can. It just becomes tricky. Now, again, it's that 2-year mark. Lenders like to see 2 years of documented history of the 20 hours per week. We also must get your employer to state on paper that it's likely to continue for this foreseeable future. And that's the tricky part, because your employer doesn't want to be on the hook for guaranteeing you 20 hours of overtime every week. So that's where it becomes tricky. Now, if you do not have 24 months of documented history of the overtime, we can roll with 12 months. However, if you have less than 12 months, it's probably not going to work. This also applies to part-time jobs, second jobs, bonuses, commissions on top of your base salary, that stuff. All of it ties into that 2-year verifiable and likely to continue in the foreseeable future. So that's where it becomes tricky and difficult. You can use it, yes, just becomes a little bit trickier. Now, other income that can be used. Your VA disability benefit, Social Security disability income, retirement and pension income. If you're on active duty still, I wish somebody would have told me this when I was on active duty. Your BAH and your BAS can be used as qualifying income. Huh, that's free money that comes in every month. The government's paying for your mortgage. Here in Grand Rapids, that's over $1,600. $1,600 is a $250,000 home. The government is paying for your mortgage every single month, and in 3, 5, 7 years when you get orders to move, you can reuse your VA home loan benefit, but you also get the equity from that house. Boom. VA disability compensation, Social Security disability income, BAH, and BAS can all be grossed up by 25%. So that's an additional 25% on top of those 4 effective income outlets added to your purchasing power. Huge, huge, huge benefit to you. Now, I get asked this all the time too.
Am I employed? No. I'm going to school using my post 9/11 GI Bill. And I get BAH with that. I want to use that as my qualifying income.
That's great. You're utilizing your Montgomery GI Bill benefit. However, there is a limited amount of your GI Bill. You are not going to be in school forever. You will not be in school for the full 30 years of your mortgage or 15 years. All right, you're going to graduate. Therefore, it is not likely to continue. And it's all dependent on you actually attending your classes and passing your classes. There's no way that you can use the BAH from Montgomery GI Bill as effective income. Now, I just briefly touched on the most common income methods used to qualify a veteran for a home loan. However, there are some more that I'm just going to briefly touch on. A rental income, alimony, child support. These ones have to all be documented, and there's all case-by-case basis, and there's a lot more to it than I can squeeze into a video. So you can use them. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I am here to help you as a resource. Again, my name is Brad Stinson, the Mortgage Marine. Have a great week. Semper Fi. Get after it.